top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Davidson. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kansas City, 0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's open on the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Might be calling a hot route. Johnson looking to throw. Buying some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Toss sweep to the right.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here's a heat. And a heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And now on second down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's random. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the lone running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Johnson wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Brought down at the 26. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Kansas State 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Looking left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll test the right side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Under fire. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Going for it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Kansas State will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They boot it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The give to the back. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Kansas State, 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He makes a catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Okay, ready?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. A little release to the back. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Makes a man miss. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Try to get it to the edge. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
QB draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And some room to work. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come?
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sideline, it's Bradley. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Johnson wants to throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're